There's a huge mystery brewing in the tech world, and it's all about what Google might be working on in secret. We're talking about Gemini 3.0. Today, we're going to act like detectives and piece together all the unconfirmed rumors, the really weird leaks, and the digital breadcrumbs that could be pointing to a massive, massive leap forward in AI. And believe it or not, it all starts right here, with a banana. Yeah, this single kind of random image is what kicked off a huge wave of speculation. It might seem silly, but trust me, this is a key piece of the puzzle we're about to solve.
But before we go any further, let's be crystal clear about something. Everything we're about to talk about, it's all based on speculation, on industry chatter, on rumors. Nothing, and I mean nothing, has been officially confirmed by Google. So think of this as a fun investigation, not a hard news report.
Okay, with that out of the way, let's dive into the mystery. It doesn't begin with some big formal announcement. Nope. It starts with some really strange signals coming from inside Google itself. You see, the first hints didn't come from a press conference or a blog post. They came from the inside, when some Google employees started posting some very unusual things on social media that got the entire AI community talking. So let's follow these digital breadcrumbs and see where they lead us. The clues started out kind of playful, but you'll see they got a lot more serious really fast. It all begins with this picture, posted by a Googler, just a single banana on a plate. No caption, no context, no explanation. In the world of super-controlled corporate messaging, this is just bizarre, and you gotta think it was meant to get our attention. Then came the follow-up. Another employee drops this comment. A very appealing week ahead. Okay, yeah, it's a bit of a dad joke, but it's another direct reference to the banana theme, and it hints that some kind of announcement is right around the corner. This isn't a coincidence. It feels coordinated. And this is where the playful hints gave way to something much more concrete. People reportedly found code references to Gemini Beta 3.0 buried inside Google's own systems. Now, if this is real, it's probably the strongest evidence we have that Gemini 3.0 is a real thing that's actively being worked on. Just when you thought it couldn't get stranger, it did. A powerful, brand new AI with the code name Nano Banana suddenly shows up online. Nobody knows where it came from, but it's supposedly performing these mind-blowing image edits and just crushing other models in blind tests. The name, the timing, it feels way too perfect to be just a coincidence. Okay, so what does this all add up to? A banana, a bad pun, a code leak, and a mystery model. If these rumors are even close to being true, what could this new AI actually do? What kind of power are we talking about here? All right, get ready for this number. Industry rumors are claiming this is a score from a benchmark test called Humanity's Last Exam. This is an insanely difficult test designed to push AI to its absolute limits, covering the very frontiers of human knowledge. To give you some context, most humans would probably score near zero on this thing. The rumored score for Gemini 3.0, 32.4%. And to put that 32.4% into perspective, it's reportedly way ahead of its next biggest competitor, the rumored GPT-5, which is sitting at 26.5%. Now, if these numbers are even remotely accurate, that's not just a small step forward for AI, that is a significant leap. But again, I have to be really clear here. These numbers are pure speculation. They are completely unverified industry rumors. So until Google comes out and releases official data, we have to treat this as fascinating gossip and nothing more. So how could it possibly get a score that high? While the rumor points to a brand new system, supposedly called DeepThink, the idea here isn't just to build a better chatbot. It's about creating an AI that can genuinely reason. Think through a problem step by step, consider its options, and even check its own work for mistakes. You can really see the difference here. Most of the AI we use today is based on pattern matching. It's incredibly fast at finding an answer that looks right, but that's also why it can make some really strange mistakes. DeepThink, on the other hand, is rumored to use actual step-by-step reasoning. It might be a little slower, but because it considers multiple options, its potential for accuracy and for true understanding, well, it's on a whole other level. So if a technology this powerful is really on the horizon, its release wouldn't just be another update. It would send a shockwave through the entire tech industry. The big question is, when might this actually happen?
Based on industry predictions, the timeline could be pretty aggressive. Some analysts think we could see an official announcement as early as this fall, followed by a preview for big business users in December, and then, maybe, a full public release in early 2026. A release of this size wouldn't happen in a vacuum. It would force every other major AI company to react, and react fast. You can bet OpenAI would accelerate GPT-5, Anthropic would rush out new Claude updates, and Microsoft would scramble to keep Copilot competitive. In short, it would kick off a brand new AI arms race.
Okay, this all sounds pretty massive, right? So what can you actually do to get ready for this potential shift, starting today? It really boils down to 4 key steps. First, just experiment. Get your hands dirty with the AI tools we have today to understand how they think. Second, start planning. Think about the biggest problems in your job or your business that a smarter AI could solve. Third, stay informed so you can be one of the first people to try these new tools when they drop. And finally, find a community. The pace of change is just too fast to keep up all by yourself. Ultimately, the real advantage goes to the people who prepare. Learning how to use these systems now, before the next big wave hits, is how you're going to stay ahead of the curve. It's all about building the skills today that are going to be absolutely essential for everyone tomorrow.
So, whether the rumors about bananas and secret benchmarks are totally true or not, one thing is absolutely certain. A massive new wave of AI is on its way. The only question left is, will you be ready for it?